Today, guys, we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind. And I got this book for Christmas, Cream, and I've been studying it a lot. And I see a lot of things, guys, and there's kind of a trend going on that I see. And people make fun of the minor pentatonic and major pentatonic. It's a lazy man scale. It's not sophisticated enough. Oh, but people use it too much. Guys, all these solos that he has on this book, major pentatonic, minor pentatonic. I know I've heard people say you need to break out of the box. Well, one of the most classic blues rock solos, White Room, Eric Clapton stayed in one position. And when people hear it on the radio, do they shut it off and say, "Oh my goodness, he's in the box"? No, it sounds great. They don't care. That's a thing that people talk about so they can sound more important or special. Guys, and I know people, maybe they're watching this, well, Eric Clapton, he stinks. He's no good. Eric Clapton, you can say what you want to do about him, but he's played in front of millions and millions of people, and he's been making a living for 60 years, more or less, playing the guitar. I don't think anybody that's watching this has played in front of millions and millions of people, and we're not listening to their songs almost 60 years later. He's doing something right. So, guys, if you're starting out in blues and blues rock, study stuff like Cream and Eric Clapton. Don't get up and thinking that you have to learn 1,000 different scales when you're learning out. You know, it would be fine, totally fine. I know people would disagree with this, but it would be totally fine if for the first 2 or 3 years you played guitar, you only played 2 scales. Angus Young does that for the last 50-something years. And then again, he's played in front of millions and millions and millions of people. So I don't understand how these people who depend on the minor pentatonic and major pentatonic, and they're no good, and they're not as good as somebody who uses a 7-note scale. I don't understand how 7 notes are better than 5 notes. Do I think that you should learn the modes? Absolutely, you should. I know the modes, and I mix them in. But I very rarely ever just, the blues and the blues rock, the flavor, the sound will always be major, minor pentatonic. There's a reason why people use it. It sounds good in blues and blues rock. Might not sound that good in jazz, I'll give you that, but we're talking about blues and blues rock. And so, guys, keep things, and you listen, you look at things, just like people talk about, that riff is too simplistic, it's too simple, or whatever. How simple is the Crossroads? It's more or less the open A pentatonic. It sounds great. Like I said, it's people all over the world love that song. So just because a riff is simple or a scale is simple, doesn't make it bad. I know it seems like I see now that people want to think that a guitar playing has to be super sophisticated and super hard to be good. Now, I've even heard people say, well, if you're a good guitarist, you need to play at least 3 or 4 scales in the whole solo. Where did that come from? Why do you have to play 3 or 4 scales in a solo? Or you're not good. I don't understand that reason. So you just keep things simple, guys, and stay to the basics. And probably 100 years from now, people will probably be listening to Cream. And it's good music. It's good and good music to study. And guys, if you want to learn some solos, there's some good solos here. Strange Brew is a good beginner solo, and